everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two quarterbacks on the field today who are hoping they get a chance to create a big play on defense. It's the Jets going up against the Patriots. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium, here in Foxborough. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And we are underway in Foxborough. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
Geno Smith has always loved the game of football. Dissects a lot of film, really is invested that way, has a good live arm. Should use his feet a little bit more to help himself out. His mobility never in question, but he likes to stay in the pocket and not leave it.
Now Geno on first down. A dump off to Forte. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Here's Smith now on second down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. A look at the starting side for the offense and Brandon Marshall.
I think the thing that impresses me most about Brandon Marshall is his strength. How he runs his routes, how he wins against defensive backs downfield, how it's so tough to keep him from getting the football.
To the air, Smith on second down. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
First carry for Matt Forte. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Let's just go ahead and state the obvious. You're going to want a big game out of that guy. Big-time run to get things started. But even more importantly, coming in on the road, trying to silence the crowd, take them out of it a little bit, slow down the emotions of the game, and get yourselves under control and feel like, yeah, we're going to be okay on the road.
to the ground on first. It's Forte. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go again with Powell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And the tackle there by Chris Long. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Devin McCourty is one half of twins that can cover just about anyone in the league. A top-notch player who can play corner or safety.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Smith. To Decker over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Smith. Finding time. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On now is Nick Folk in the field goal unit for the Jets. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Folk's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. Danny Amendola on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Patriots now on offense. They're led out by a man who started more Super Bowls than anyone in NFL history, the great Tom Brady.
I can't help but admire the career Tom Brady has had. The numbers are off the charts. The Super Bowl championships and rings, we know that they are incredible. But how about the durability? Had one season that he missed, most of that season because of a knee injury. The rest of the time, he answers the bell and wills his team to victory more times than not.
Brady now on 1st down. And his first look is incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And on this offense, a guy that kind of came in under the radar, Lewis.
Hard to believe that Dion Lewis was that far under the radar. There is something to precedent from schools. Played at Pitt, and they do know how to churn out running backs.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Brady to throw on second down. Incomplete. LeGarrette Blount was the intended target, and it's third down. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
Muhammad Wilkerson is one of the most versatile defensive linemen in the league. You can play him at any spot and expect big-time production.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Amendola. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score, and we'll return to Foxborough after this. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And is that Gronkowski the one slow to get up? Yes, Gronk still down right now. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Brady gives now to Blount. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a Temple program that was looking for players like him, and he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific play there.
Yeah, a nice tackle for loss for the former Temple Owl, as you said, and the 30th pick in the 2011 draft. On second down, here's Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Shotgun now for Brady. And Amendola with a catch. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now Blunt. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll run again with Blunt. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, and that's kind of cool. No touchdown scored yet so far.
Yeah, none whatsoever. Now he'll throw with Brady. Caught left side, Bennett. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. Surveying the field. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will tie us at 3-3. So it was a drive that seemed to go on for an eternity, forever. Our sponsors were probably saying, hey, we need to get our products in here on these commercials. But after all of that, 3 points is the result.
Yeah, it's hard to say who came out ahead there, isn't it? On one hand, you kept the defense out there a long time. But after controlling the ball for so long and just moving the ball incrementally down the field, a field goal seems like a bad result.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Now Gino on first down. Complete to the tight end, Jace Amaro. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw is Smith over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. Here's Smith now on second down. Complete to Amaro on the right side. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He's got time. Got a man complete. It's the tight end Amaro. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
From the red zone now, Smith to Decker over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Four yards remaining now on second down. Forte, the lone running back. To the air again, Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jabal Sheard. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. Both the Patriots and the Jets are having some issues finding a way into the end zone. They'll both look to improve their play on offense and pick up some touchdowns in the second half. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Now they've got it at the 44-yard line. Quick pass, and Brandon Marshall gets the pass. And that connection will lead to a gain of 14 yards. Unfortunately, they would have to settle for just a field goal. They'll line up right at the 22-yard line. The connection is made in the middle of the field, and he'll be tackled at their own 39-yard line. Patriots, though, would settle for just a field goal. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to Gillette Stadium for the start of the second half.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return now, here's Keyshawn Martin. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. David Harris able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Now Brady throwing on second down. Over the middle, it's Amendola. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. Shotgun now for Brady. Going underneath for Lewis. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up fourth down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now Gino on first down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, Forte. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat. An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. Gino now to throw. He's going to air one out. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And now out come the Patriots. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Gronkowski, slot left. So after the INT, it's Brady. It's caught outright, Amendola. A gain of 6 there on first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a carry for Blunt. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got a big defensive lineman over his face.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. LeGarrette Blount taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Patriots have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends in a touchdown run by LeGarrette Blount. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They start on the ground with Forte across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Final minute now of the third quarter. They stay on the ground. Forte again. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Gino. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Fresh set of downs here.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
On 1st and 10, Smith drops it underneath to Forte. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Second down now after the pass completion. Forte, the lone running back. Smith throwing again. Amaro's got it, left side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On first down, Smith. Complete to Amaro on the right side. A gain of 6 there on first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. A give. This is Forte. Down to the 25. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll try and get it with Forte. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Now Gino on first down, letting one go deep for the end zone. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. So now it's 1st and goal. This is the running back, Powell. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Another run, this time Forte. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Matt Forte, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Love the excitement we've got going here. If they just scored the touchdown, they're down by 1. How much fun is it now to figure out the possibilities? Kick the extra point and tie it. Go for 2 if they're really feeling in a gambling mood. What do you do in this situation?
Think you kick the PAT.
Yeah, I do too. Kick it, get my defense ready, and try and stop them one more time.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's capped off by a Matt Forte touchdown run. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Back to throw, Brady. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Blunt, the lone running back. Brady to throw. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. To throw is Brady. He's got time in the pocket. Going underneath to Blunt. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Blunt. And he'll take this down. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Again, here's Blunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run.
Wait, three down, these two. Wide, get wide.
Brady gives this one to Lewis. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, or if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude it? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Gostkowski now converted for three. Now he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He'll look to throw. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And now Nick Folk, his career-long 56 yards. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And now Nick Folk, his career-long 56 yards. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Well, that would have been something if he could have saved him from that long distance there in the closing seconds, but it was just not meant to be.
They need a little more time and a little more yardage to give him a realistic shot. And that kick's a good metaphor for this game, isn't it? They're going to wind up a little short in the end.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.